So in the last class we discussed about Excel automation and parameterization concepts, right? So today I'm going to explain you about how to handle runtime Excel. So generally we may get Excel that is opened through the application. That means so far what we have seen is opening an Excel from the FS, that means file system. So that is within our drive, right? So if at all any Excel that gets opened from the application, so how to handle them, so that is what I'm going to teach you now. Okay, so today is day 5. Let me create a process. Okay, so let me have an Excel open. So I cannot show you from the application that it gets open. So just imagine that a workbook like this open during the runtime, maybe from the application. Okay, so just assume it as a runtime Excel. Okay, so this I have dragged and drop an action. Okay, MS Excel VBO attach. Okay, so this will get attached to the currently opened Excel. We can give a handle. Say when you have only one Excel open, that is runtime Excel open, you can use this attach. Okay, so I can have an handle. Okay, so if I want to do further modification in the Excel, so I generally do not need. So if I just want to read the data from it, okay, so this is attach. Okay, that means Blue Prism is attached to the Excel that is open. Okay, so we are currently attached, and then I need to read the data from the Excel, right? So MS Excel VBO. Okay, get worksheet as collection fast. So if I use this, I need not provide any inputs. Okay, so I need not provide any inputs. So whatever the Excel sheet is currently under focus, and whatever the worksheet that is under currently focus, so from that it will retrieve the data. Okay, so let me create a collection, so that is data only. Okay, so this is get worksheet as collection. Okay, let me connect all of this. Reset and go. See, all of the data from that particular sheet is copied. Okay, say let me just reset it. See, it is gone, and let me open it again, and let me have some of this data over here. Okay, and let me check this again. See, so now the sheet 2 is under focus. Okay, So here if you see, so I do not need to give even a handle, because I am not showing to go which particular instance, right? I am not specifying in the second action. If you see, so I am not specifying, because I am directly using get worksheet as collection. Okay, so I do not need even this. So in this example, let me remove this as well. Let me save it. Let me save as. I'm cloning it. Say it as second example. Finish. So now say there are multiple excels that are open, okay, multiple workbooks that are open, okay, then I have to go into particular workbook, okay, then I need to have a handle here, okay, so I have my handle here, and I'll use get worksheet as collection, okay. So here I will specify the handle, okay, the handle. I need not specify the workbook name, okay, so I can even specify the workbook name, say operations. Let me check if it works. Never check this way. Operations, okay, and the sheet name is say sheet 1, okay. Now that is under focus. Sheet 2 is under focus. Let me get it from. So anyways, data is there already, okay. Let me reset. Oh yeah, so this is runtime, right? So you need to have it open. Let me run this. See, it went to the first sheet and it picked, okay. So this way I can give the workbook name, okay. Say I have another workbook open. Let's have two workbooks open, or maybe because sometimes we have multiple workbooks open, right? So that time if we have to work on one particular workbook, then we can do this, okay. Say students, so both are under same instance, right? So I can easily specify this thing. So this is, I will specify it as students, okay. Yeah, same handle. Let me run it. It has fetched 6 rows of data, that is from students, okay. So that is how we can work with the runtime excels, okay. So let me save it. So here you have to give some meaningful information, right? So what kind of changes you did. If you are firstly, I mean, if you have just created it, you have to mention that you have created what process or what object, and like that, okay. So that version control will be created, that I'll show you now. You see, So 2 times I saved it, and then I have two versions, right? So which was saved at 9.14 and 9.10. So 9.10 was the first instance that I saved, the first version, and 9.14 one is the second version. So here so whatever the thing you mentioned, so that can be seen, edit summary, you see, process created, completed. And if you double click or right click and view, so you will get to see so what was there earlier and what is there now, and you can even compare. Okay, so if you select both of these, you can compare both of them, so that you will get to know. Okay, so earlier it was like this, something like this, and then now it is like this. Okay, and now this way you can easily get to know so what kind of changes you did, and what could be the mistake from the earlier version to the current version. Okay, so this is about that. So 5.2, right? So 5.1 second example. Okay, let me name it as 5.2. Okay. And now I'm going to explain you about the circular paths. Okay, circular paths are something like for loop in programming languages. Okay, so 5.3 circular path. Just give me a second. Yeah, so I'm going to explain about circular path. Okay, say let me explain it by taking a collection. Okay, so say the field name is number. Okay, and say ID. So ID would be of text, and the serial number would be of type number. Okay, so I have my collection. This is IDs. Let me say it as IDs or something, whatever name, it's up to you. Okay, I just named it as IDs. So I want the data to be updated. Okay, I want this collection to be updated during the runtime. So I'm not initializing any values to this collection. Okay, I want to have this collection edited during the runtime. Okay, I want to insert the values during the runtime. So I'll explain you that using circular path. So two concepts are I'm going to cover two concepts here. Okay, so how to edit a collection during the runtime, how to insert a values into the collection during the runtime, and circular paths. Okay, so let me take a data item saying counter. Okay, yes, just an incremental. Okay, so counter I'm taking, so I can initialize it to a 0 or 1. So if I take 0, let me take it 0, and then let me have a decision here. Okay, if counter Okay, data item should always be enclosed with this square brackets, right? So otherwise you can drag and drop. Counter less than or equal to 5. Okay, less than or equal to 5. Then I need to change my thing to 1. Okay, I need to change that counter to 1 if I have to mention this condition. Okay, I need to change it to 1. Let me do that. Click OK. Let me make it 1 so that it will iterate only 5 times. So if I mention 0, it will iterate 6 times, right? So counter is less than or equal to 5. So then what do I need to do? I need to add a row to this collection, right? Only when it has a row, I can edit that collection. So for that, let me drag and drop collection. So collections, add row. You see, add row action is there. So using that, I can add a row to the specified collection. Okay. So what is the collection that I want to add a row to? So IDs, this should be a text. Okay. So remove that square brackets at both the ends. Okay. And then no outputs are required. So this is just adding a row to the collection. Click OK. And then I need to update this collection, right? So what do I need to do? I need to enter a serial number and ID. Okay. So for that, what I will do is, so two fields are to be updated, right? Yeah. So serial number, and so I'll take multi-calc. Okay. So instead of taking calculation, I'll take multi-calc. Okay. So what is the thing? So here I need to have a serial number first and then ID first. What I'll do here, I'll specify counter, right? I have my counter, so I'll specify counter, and here I'll give it as say IN00, okay, ampersand. So this is appending. Okay, so if at all I want to append something to a string, I need to do this ampersand. Okay, what do I want to append? I want to append this thing. Okay, counter. So yeah, yes, IN001, IN002, that way it will come. Okay, what is this adding? Okay, alter or no, add data to collection. Add data to collection, and that's that way. We can add data to collection, and then I need to do what? I need to increment the counter, right? So I can do it either here, or if I want to see that explicitly on my canvas, I can have a calculation at this place. Okay, so let me have it explicitly, so that looking at this workflow you can easily get to know so what exactly is happening. So if you look at this, so add data to collection, so you will get to know, but you won't get to know that we are incrementing the counter, right? So for that I'm taking explicitly. Anyways, this is a small program, right? So what do you need to do? I need to increment the counter. So that is counter plus 1 into counter. Okay, so let me say it as counter plus plus counter plus plus. Okay, so let me connect all of the stages. Okay, so let me click F2, let me refresh. Okay, so here if you see, the counter gets incremented and immediately it is going to end. That means, so it won't be repeated, right? So if at all, if you want this to be repeated for these many number of times, that means 5 number of times, you need to connect it back to the decision, right? So for that I'll take an anchor and I'll have it over here 1, and I will have it 1 here. Let me click F2 and place it here. Let me click F3, that is linking. Okay, so this is called circular path. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm first checking if the counter is less than or equal to 5. So initially it is 1, so it is true, so it is taking S path. Okay, and it is adding a row to the collection. So how many rows will be added? Only one row will be added, and adding the data to collection. So that is, I'm doing this way. Okay, and then counter plus plus, that will increment the counter value. Okay, and then it will do this, and once it is failed, I mean once the condition doesn't satisfy, it should end. So I'll drag and drop this end over here, click F3, this. Okay, this is my circular path and adding rows to the collection during the runtime. Okay, let me run it. Yeah, now it will be 6, and then it will not go inside, it will take no path. Okay, so this is about circular path and adding data to the collection during the runtime. So if I go in here into this collection, you can see the values that you inserted during runtime. Okay, so this is about that. Are you good with it? Let me save it. So let me take one of the collections. Okay, Excel automation. Does it have any current values? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'll take this one only. Let me save it as 5.4. So filter connection is there, that is. So after doing that, I want to filter the collection. Okay, so collection, utility collection management, yes, manipulation. So if you see here, filter collection, from which collection you want to filter. Okay, IDs. Okay, filter say what it has, serial number, that is S number greater than 3. I'll specify this way, and I'll have it as filter collection. Okay, I'll name it as filtered collection. So what it does is, so it will filter the collection based on the condition I specified over here. Serial number should be greater than 3. Okay, so let me have it here. me refresh, reset, and click go. Let me check if it does. I hope the condition I specified is correct. Let us check. We hardly use this filter collection, but anyways it is there. I will wanted to explain you. Okay. Yeah, actually, so there is a concept called work queue. So we will be filtering it from there actually. Okay, so see, yeah, so I got okay, see 4 and 5. Okay, I can specify multiple conditions like in SQL. Okay, say is equal to, also you can specify. If I specify is equal to 3 4 5 will come, and the AND operator and all that. So greater than 3, and say, so there are no much conditions to specify in the collection I have taken, right? So there are only 2 fields. So say what can I take, what can I say, let us see, say greater than 3, and what are the data we have in it, what is the data we have in it. So let me click OK for now. Let me see what so greater than 2, and let me okay, this is runtime, right? Maintain data greater than 2, yeah, okay, greater than 2, and that is ID, and ID like, so this is string, right? String should always be mentioned in single quote inside this thing, IN 00. So what do I have? IN 001, right? So something like that, IN 00 say 4. Okay, so it will check for this and it will give me only one record. Now let us see if it gives me only one record in this filter collection. So let me run it in bit fast mode. Okay, see, I have got only one data, so which is matched with the specified condition, right? So that way you can specify the condition. So okay, so this is about filter collection. And now I'll explain about 5.4 string functions. So functions are a very important concept. Okay, so functions are very important. So this will be useful while making logics actually. So these are very simple. Although these are simple, these are very important. Okay, let me click finish. So there are so many functions. One of them is string functions, which is very important. For that, what I'll do, I'll drag and drop multi-calculation stage, or you can even drag calculation stage. So if I click here, you see functions section in this calculation properties, right? So this is what I'm going to explain you now. Okay, so that is text functions. It can also be called as string functions. Okay, so that is what I'm going to explain. So that expression builder can also be seen here, right? Okay, so first what is the thing? Let me click here. So if you click here, you will get to see what and all the text functions or the string functions that are available with Blue Prism. Okay, so these are all there that are available. So let me start with say I have two strings. Okay, so I have already explained you this. Say Bangalore, and so another string, say I want to append. Okay, so is Green City. Okay, so what it does basically, it will just append the two strings. So it could be even the data items, the text data items. I can have a data item over here and data item over here. What it will do, it will append the both the strings, right? So you know this. So this is appending, and then so yeah, let me create a data item. So the basic data item, one standard data item. Text. So what can I say? Say sentence or something. Okay, some sentence. So let me have it as. So you remember, if there is two dots or something like this, you can directly give the value without any quotes. So if you see a calculator kind of symbol, there you need to give in quotes, double quotes. Okay, you just remember that way. So Bangalore is green. Yeah, we need not specify, otherwise you just remember with this. Okay, so okay, Bangalore is green city. So first I'm taking this example, that is sentence. Click F3, click F2. So I have my string here, so I have my functions here. First I will start with say yeah, I will start with, so it's a case sensitive basically, so you need to upper. Okay, upper is function is there. You can directly write this way, so if you are familiar with the functions. Otherwise, so if you are during the initial phase, we can take the help of this. Okay, so where is upper? Here it is. Okay, so here it will help you, upper of text, so it is helping you, right? So upper example, it will give you the example also. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to drag and drop sentence here and paste it here. Otherwise I can directly write it. So if you are good with the functions, and if you are very much familiar with those, you can directly write down. So I'm just showing you, so you have to just drag and drop here and paste. So let me validate it. So I can validate, so it will tell if the given thing is valid or not, valid one or not. The expression is valid now, and evaluate expression. So this will evaluate the expression. So here I can check my condition. Okay, check my expression. Say okay, Bangalore. I'll just give Bangalore. See, so I can test before applying any expression. Okay, before putting any logic, I can evaluate that. Okay, this is how upper works. Okay, so upper, where do I want it to store it? Upper. Click this, add. Okay, I am directly using it, I'm not going to that. I'll specify it as lower. Okay, lower function is there, so this will convert this into lower. Okay, lower, just click on the shortcut, so a data item is created under text. Also, if you want to check this thing, click evaluate expression and give something in it. Say again Bangalore, I'm giving it in caps. Just test. See, it's been converted into lowercase, that is lower. Okay, and then yeah, so left of sentence, okay, and so say I will give it as left of sentence comma 4. Okay, so from the given string, the left 4 characters will be picked. Okay, so what is my sentence? That is Bangalore is green city, right? So what is the first 4 characters? Bang will be retrieved and that will be saved in left. I need to create this data item. Yeah, it'll pick only the 4 characters. So no, 4 words. 4 words, then you need to apply some other logic. So for that, split is not there here. Okay, so if you have split function, you can loop it through and you can have that. Okay, for that, so you need to explicitly do some logic. Okay, so I'll explain you that, so as and when time permits. Okay, so this is, yeah, evaluate expression. So what is my thing? Bangalore, right? Test bang is retrieved, right? So that is what. So it will pick the 4 characters from the left hand side of a given string or a given sentence. Okay. Bangalore is, yeah, it will work. So how much ever big the sentence is, it will pick the left 4 characters. It doesn't matter how big the sentence is. Okay, let me click close. Yeah, that space will also be considered as a character. Yeah, that will also be a character, right? So everything is a character. Character doesn't have any particular condition that it should be a string or something. So character is character, that's it. Let me show you. Say you are asking the space, right? Space I have given, see, space I have given, comma, and what do you want me to give else? What else can I give? Say blah 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 blah. Okay, let me test. See, 3 symbols along with a space. Let me highlight it. You'll get to know. See, a space is also included in that. You got me? So if at all space is not included, at the rate would have been taken over here, right? Okay, you got the thing, right? So that is about that. So it's been tested, and then what else? Right is there, that will pick from the right hand side, the characters from the right hand side. Okay, and how many characters? Say 4 characters. So I will give it as right. Let me test it and show you. I'll again give Bangalore, so it will pick load. Okay, you got it right. Let me click OK. And what else you have? So you have converted into upper, lower, left, right, and then if I want to pick the middle characters, okay, so what I need to do is, so are you fine with this? I mean, I'm directly writing over here and I'm explaining you. Is that fine? So let me click this. So here you can see it better, right? So for that, what I need to do is I can make use of mid characters. I'm not making use of this function help. So when you practice, you can take the help of this function section, so that it will give you the detail and it will give you examples, and you can build the function as well by dragging and dropping by dragging and dropping the data items over here into these boxes. Okay, but I'm directly explaining you, that is mid. So if I want to pick the middle characters of a sentence, okay, sentence, and then okay, so here I have to specify there are 3 parameters to be provided for this function. Okay, that is sentence, from which you are picking the middle characters, and the start position of the string, okay, say 5, comma, and number of characters you want to pick it from that position. Okay, so this is the sentence. Okay, the string you want to pick the values from the start position and the number of characters you want to pick from there. Okay, let me click mid sentence. This is not comma, this is dot. Okay, accidentally I pressed dot. Okay, validate, so it's a valid expression. Give Bangalore is city test. See, so what is fifth character? That is A. From there it has picked 4 characters, that is allowed. Okay, so this way you can pick the middle characters. So especially it will be useful when you want to retrieve the order numbers. Okay, say something like order number blah blah, say is generated. Okay, so basically it will always start from this position, right? Say order, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. From 14 it will start, and then from 14 to say standard 7 digits of number, say. Okay, so if I give here, come on, I cannot edit it here. Yeah, I cannot edit it. So let me save it. Let me copy it to the clipboard. So that is 14 to 7, right? So that's what 14 to 7. 14, from 14 starts and there 7. See, I got the thing. So this way you can apply mid function especially. Okay, when you retrieve the text from your application, so if you want to have only the order number stored into some place, and if you want to use that further, you can use this function. Okay, 14 comma 7. Anyways, my string is big. This is mid. Let me click OK. What else we have? What else? Yeah, new line is something like replace. Yeah, replace is there. Okay, replace of sentence. Okay, comma, what do you want to replace and what do you want it to be replaced with. Okay, let's say, yeah, I can give Bangalore. I want to replace Bangalore with what? With Hyderabad. Okay, 3 parameters. So this is replace. Let me evaluate it. See, Bangalore is successfully replaced with Hyderabad. Okay, let me click OK. So replace, I have to click shortcut. Just all of the things are 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah. And then what else? What else we have? Down. Yeah, alien is there. So that is length of say sentence. So this will tell me the length of this particular given string. See, 9. It has got 9 characters and it is giving me that. So if I include spaces, that will also be included. Okay, so this is a problem, right? So when spaces are also included as length, so that will be a problem, right? So I want to trim those spaces. I want to remove those spaces. Then what I will do is I'll use len is not there right here. Let me click on the shortcut. Yeah, so I'll use trim. Okay, where my empty spaces are there at the beginning, right? So that is what is that? Trim, L trim, R trim, something like this. trim, trim start and trim end. Okay, trim start and this, give the string. Click on the expression. You can have multiple things as well, like this. Sorry, I cannot edit it here, so I can have this way also if I want. Okay, so I can have a function inside a function, okay, as parameter. So this was the example I told you, right? Earlier it was giving me 12. So how many ever spaces I give in the beginning, so that won't be considered, and it will give me the exact length of the given string. Okay, so you can remove that. You can have multiple functions inside function. Okay, and then trim end, so that will end this, that will remove the spaces from end. So here I will specify another thing for your understanding. Let me position all this at one place. So these are small thing, you can practice by yourself. Okay, you can practice by yourself, it's not a big deal, but I am explaining you. Okay, this is input, we'll take another data item. So stay, I will take the same thing, control A, control C. Say for trim, it is for trim, right? TRM, TRM. So basically we won't use trim start and trim end, we directly use trim function. Okay, so because it doesn't matter if you do trim start or trim end, so you won't specifically do that way, right? So you will remove all the spaces, either it could be in the beginning or at the end. Spaces are not required, right, in any case. So this is trim. No, trim won't remove that. So middle spaces are very much required, so if at all those are there, so you have to split those using some logic. Okay, and then you have to replace. Okay, so if you have multiple spaces, so say you can use replace function there. Okay, so here I used Bangalore with this, right? So if you find two spaces, okay, you do trim function first. Okay, I'll explain that. Trim, so that is TRM. Okay, let me explain you this first. So what it does, so it will remove the spaces from the end, right? So you won't get to see those spaces anyways. Okay, it has done that, right? And the string function will remove the spaces from both the ends. You won't get to see the end space at the later spaces, only when you find out the length of it you'll get to know. See, it has removed, right? So this way you can use trim function, okay, to trim all the spaces both at the end and beginning. Okay, so what you were asking, you were asking the middle spaces, right? So what you can do is you can have a string, okay, you can trim that string, okay, the trim string will be there. That means you would have stored it, you can store that in a data item, and you can take the data item here as in the place of sentence, okay, replace of the data item, the trimmed sentence, replace of trimmed sentence, comma. Here in the place of Bangalore you can specify double spaces, or you can double space or triple space, okay, comma, and then you can give one space, so that will be replaced with one space, okay, that is all. And you can even do regular expression pattern. I will explain you that later, okay. Regular expression is there, that will see, that will find out. So here we are specifying only two spaces, right? So there it will space dot star space star if you give, so that will pick out all the spaces. So okay, more than one. You got it right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is about that. Just give me a second, huh? Yeah, yes. So this is trim, right? Yeah, this is about trim. You got to know, right, how to remove the middle spaces. Okay, anyways, we retrieve the data from application, so we won't get to see any middle spaces. Only if we get to see any spaces, that would be in the beginning, either in the beginning or at the end. Okay. What else? Let me add another. Let me see what all we have. What else we have? So new line. I'll explain a new line. Mid is over, length is over, end string. Say end string is there. Okay, which is very important. End string. For say, let's say what is next? TRM, right? TRM. Okay, TRM has sentence. Okay, say green. Okay, what it does is, so it is the string from which you want to find out what. So if it is found, the position of G will be given, the starting character, the start character. Are you getting me? Say Bangalore is green city. Okay, Bangalore is green city. So Bangalore is 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 1, 3, 14. 14 will be given here. Okay, so that means it is present at 14. So if I give it as capital G REN, so capital G is not present, right? So it will give 0 because that is not present. Are you getting me? So let me evaluate it and let me show you. Caps, INS is caps, forgot, INS is caps. Okay, Bangalore is green city. It will give me the position that is 0 because G is not present. Let me change it to capital G here, and it will give me some 14 or something. Yeah, 14. You getting me? The start position of a thing. So G is the beginning character. The start character will be taken into consideration. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here we generally give a string, so not a complete 2-3 lines. Okay. Say you have multiple. In one particular line. Say one at here and one at here and one at some multiple are there in a given sentence, then it will pick the first one only. Okay, okay, you have multiple lines. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, no, no. So using one string, using one particular word, so you want to retrieve all the sentence. So wherever that word is present in a given, so that is not possible. That's not possible. Okay. Yeah, yeah. We can tell. So that's not possible using these string functions. Okay. So that is about this. You can write a logic for that. So explicitly you have to write a logic for that. So you have to read all the lines, and you will take that into a collection, and you will loop through collection, and so if that is fine, you will write it into another collection, and like that way, so the output collection will have all the things that has the input, the provided string. Okay, are you getting me? So what you will do, you will get all the lines into a collection, right? So you will loop through each record, that means each line, and then you will apply in string logic over there, and you will give this green. So in place of green, here you will give the record field name, the record name. Okay, and then here you will give the thing you want to find out. Okay, if that is present, then update, add row, and you will do, you saw, right? So that logic you will apply, so that the output collection will have the expected lines. You getting me, right? So that is about that. And in string is, so it will give the position. Yeah, new line is there, replace is finished, starts with is finished. Yeah, starts with will tell if particular thing is starting with something. Okay, based on the input you provide, so if that is starting with or not. Okay, ends with will tell you, so if the particular thing is ending with so and so, the given input. Okay, so let me explain that. Before that, let me explain you the new line. Okay, say sentence present ampersand space ampersand trim. Okay, so what it gives me is, okay, say Bangalore and Hyderabad. If I give, so it will do this way, right? A space is appended between those two, and both the strings are appended, right? So I do not want to see this way. I want to see this Hyderabad in the next line. Then what I will do is new line. I will append a new line to the sentence. Okay, that is new line. Okay, so L is caps. Okay, I do not need to have this. Okay, so let me click this. Hyderabad. See, it came in the next line, right? So that is about a new line. String today. Yeah. This is about new line. Starts with, ends with, and some, what else, concatenate. You have seen, right? Character will upper, everything is finished apart from starts with and ends with. So let me drag and drop starts with say give a string, that is sentence. And then what is the text I want to see here? 126 bang. Okay, evaluate expression. This is false because it is not starting with this thing. Okay, so if I give Bangalore, that will give me true. Sorry, I wrote it wrong. See, okay, this is about that. And similarly the ends with I have to click this. I didn't click this. I didn't do this again, it seems. So a little bit from here, it is fine. So it will give either true or false. Okay, anyways I'm giving you this, right, so you can check all of this. Ends with, and then what is next? So that is character, chr. So that means so you know ASCII characters, that is from 65 to 91 would be small capital A to capital Z, and from 97 to 122 it will be small a to small j. And for characters there will be some specific ASCII characters. Okay, you know 65, right? If I give 65 over here in here as a parameter, so what it will give is, so it will give me capital A. Okay, so if I give 91, it should give me some, yes, I guess it is Z. Let me check. Okay, so 90 would be Z. Yeah, see, and capital Z. And if I give 97, so that is small a, you see, and 122, so that is small z. Okay, and for special characters there would be some ASCII characters would be given. Okay, so I'm not sure about those. Okay, what are the numbers? This is about this. Okay, these are all string functions. Okay, I have all of them placed here. Also, if you see here, as the process goes bigger and bigger, so you will have so many data items, right? So how to categorize them? Okay, so I'll tell you that. So these are inputs, right? So these are inputs and these are the outputs, right, from the string functions. So you see block, you click on that, specify this, the region, string functions. Okay, and specify this region as inputs. If you want to change the color of it, you can do this way. Click it. Now it looks better, right, than before. So this is how you can categorize your data items. Okay, let me click refresh. So something I would have missed. String functions, invalid expression. In string ends with yeah. I changed it, but here in string is there. And what is the other one it was saying? What is the other one? Defined ends with I specified end with ends with it is ends with I would have specified end with. Okay, I would have ends with. Okay, I didn't check ends with, right? Okay, that's why it missed out. Yeah, we can run it and we can see. See all the values are there. Okay, so this is about string functions. In the next class I will explain you about the other functions. Okay, the date functions, those are important. I'll explain you those and the rest of functions. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Yeah, these are simple only, right? Yeah. Bye.